love you, baby Schultes. Can't wait to meet you. Welcome back to another video. I wanted to give a quick disclaimer before we start this video because originally this video was going to be two different videos. It was going to be like a weekend in my life vlog with a Q&A and then a camping vlog, but I decided like let's just combine them. It was my weekend into the beginning of my week to make it more of like a week in my life video. It's still not a full week, but I thought it could be fun to just combine the two because I didn't want to take like 3 weeks to upload all these different videos. I figured let's just do it all in one. So this video is so fun. It is jam-packed with so many fun things. It was just a great week in our lives. Essentially, it started off with my baby shower and prepping for that, which is so fun. My mom and sister threw me the cutest baby shower ever. I'm so excited for you to see the clips. My friend took a ton of my vlog camera so I could just be present, and so we got some really cute footage and it was just so fun. And then just going into the whole weekend in our lives, just like Sunday reset, all of the things, workout routine, all that. And then we jumped into the beginning of the week and we went camping at Jenny Springs. It's a natural springs in Florida, and some of our friends brought dive gear and they dove. I didn't dive because it's probably fine, but I was not going to be going too deep with baby boy, so I kind of just swam around, enjoyed the water, and just had a fun time camping with our friends. It was such a fun little casual trip, just middle of the week. They're also self-employed, so it was so fun to be able to do something like that middle of the week with our friends, and it was amazing. So I'm so excited for you guys to see all the fun things in this vlog, and I also jump into a little bit of a Q&A at the end for some things that I didn't get to finish up answering on my Instagram story when we did a little question box. So if you guys are interested in an updated little Q&A from me, that will be at the end of the video also, but I hope you guys enjoy this video. I had so much fun making it. Shower. I just curled my hair with like the tightest wand ever, and it's like so tight and I don't think it's gonna fall, so that's good. But my dress is from Lulu's. I'll insert like a picture because you can't see it fully in the camera. It's pretty cold outside, but I just like really wanted to wear a blue dress because baby boy, so we're wearing this, and I'm really excited for the shower. We slept good last night. Just right when I got back from helping my mom and sister a little bit, I heated up some leftover dinner and went to bed. And then this morning we just woke up and I've been getting ready since then. I was sipping on some green tea Casey made me. The shower, we're having coffee, so I was like trying to wait for my coffee until then because I'm really excited to have like a big cup of coffee there. But yeah, I'm just so excited for baby shower. I just made a little like baby shower outfit TikTok transition, and I feel like I've watched so many of those like in the years of 2 years, whatever, of trying and being pregnant and everything. So it's just like fun that like today's my baby shower. So really excited. We'll bring you guys along. My friend Jordan is gonna have my vlog camera. She does YouTube, and so I was like, I trust you to not like break my camera. She's just gonna get some fun clips of the shower so that I can have those memories and so that I can share them with you guys. The space is literally so cute. Last night we were like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. My friend Steph is doing some florals, and they already had some florals set up in there, and it's just really cute decor. Casey's mom is doing a big charcuterie board. The cakes turned out so cute. One says mommy, one says oh baby. The oh baby one is so cute. I like want like a picture with it because it's so cute. Anyways, it's gonna be a good day. I need to leave in like 20 minutes, so I'm gonna finish like getting ready and packing up some things. But we'll see you guys at the shower. Love you, baby Schultz. Can't wait to meet you. This is a pretty sunset. Beautiful. Hello, you guys. So we made it back from the shower just in time for sunset, and I'm on the coldest little walk ever to just enjoy this perfect sunset. The moon, where is she? There she is. She's cute. The sunset is cute. The only thing that's not cute is how cold it is. But we ended up not shooting with my friend Kaylee because it was so cold and Casey wasn't feeling well. So we're rescheduling that. But I'm just enjoying the sunset on a little walk. And I've been going through some of the gifts we got. It was just such a sweet day. So we're gonna have some dinner, cozy night. I'll probably do some pelvic floor rehab because my pubic symphysis dysfunction is hurting a lot just from sitting in the car a lot today and stuff. But it was such a sweet day. I just feel so blessed by everyone who came to celebrate us, and I'm just very grateful. So going on a little prayer walk, little gratitude walk, and then we'll head home and have a little cozy night and see you guys tomorrow. It is the next day. It's literally so early. I had the worst case of insomnia at 3 a.m. I've been sleeping again in pregnancy, but I just didn't last night. Well, I did for like 4 hours, so that's good. But I'm headed to the gym right now because my pubic symphysis pain is just like so bad, and sometimes if I start my morning first thing in the gym, which is not first thing. I've already had coffee. I've already worked on my computer, uploaded a YouTube video, and done a couple other things. But it is time to go to the gym now. It's 6 o'clock and Casey's still asleep. I'm not sure which service at church we're gonna go to yet, but I'm like, I'm awake. I got some time. I need to do my rehab before we go sit at church or I'll be in a lot of pain. So we're gonna go hit it at the gym. I have the cutest outfit ever on. It's giving like annoyingly Polly Pocket Barbie, but we're still wearing it. So let me show you guys. I think it's funny that I'm a boy mom because I'm so girly, but. Okay, so it's this Free People Movement onesie. I haven't worn it yet. It's so cute. The back is really cute too. The bump is so cute with it. And it's just like kind of weird around the top up here. So I put a little Daily Drills top on over it. This headband, just a pony, and then my Hokas. And obviously you'll see like the full fit and workout clips and stuff. I might take this little top off because the back is so cute, but I was like, it's freezing outside, and sometimes I get weird at the gym when I go without Casey, especially being pregnant. I don't know why, I just feel like extra vulnerable. It's not like people hit on you or anything. It's just like, I don't know. I just always feel weird. Also, my body feels so different in pregnancy. Like, my butt's bigger, my boobs are bigger. Everything is bigger. And I just feel like sometimes a little bit not myself. So if I'm wearing like kind of a bold outfit like this, sometimes I feel a little weird at the gym, which I rock it, and I think you should like rock the bump. But sometimes I'm like, we'll just start with the top until I'm feeling real confident, a little extra something, you know? I don't know. Anyways, let's go to the gym, get a little workout in, and then hopefully Casey will be awake when we get back, and we can go get a coffee or something fun before church. I feel like sunrise is going to be so pretty today. I'm like looking over there and it's like 20-30 minutes from when it gets all pink, and I'm like, should I just wait? But I don't want to waste like 30 whole minutes, you know? So we're just going to go to the gym, but I think it's going to be a pretty one, so I'm sad. But I just pulled up to the gym and I just got so excited. There's quite literally like 4 cars here. Our gym is like a big gym. It's like a local gym. It's not like a franchise. Well, they have franchises, but only here in Jacksonville, and like there's only a couple of them, but it's like a big gym, so there's always a lot of people. Kind of like Crunch Fitness or Planet Fitness or something like that, but a local version. Anyways, basically there's literally 4 cars out here, I guess because it's like 6-7 a.m. on a Sunday, and just people aren't on their like early gym grind on a Sunday morning. I feel like this is around the time we come, or a little later on weekdays too, but I feel like I've never been here on a Sunday or a Saturday, so I guess it's just too early for the weekend. But I'm so excited because now there's going to be like literally no one. I don't mind people watching me at the gym. Like, I don't get insecure at the gym. I don't have like gym fear or whatever it is that like people have. I'm so comfortable in the gym. But sometimes if I want to try a new machine or like do something new, or like I said, especially with pregnancy, like just my body's different. Sometimes I feel weird, like not even insecure about my body and the way I look, just like everything feels different, and I guess I'm more like aware of my body. I don't know. I don't know. I don't care what people think, but I also like want to be aware of my surroundings, if that makes sense. Anyways, that's not gonna make sense to anyone, but it makes sense in my head, so whatever. But basically, I'm so excited because I feel like I'll just be able to work out like so freely and like not care what anyone thinks about me filming, and just like have the bump out as much as I want and not feel weird doing certain stretches that sometimes I'm like, oh, I should do this at home because there's like men in the gym and I'm stretching like my pelvic floor, so sometimes it's a little bit like, oh, maybe you should do that at home. So anyways, I'm just excited that there's like literally no one here. Yay. I'm gonna either jam out to some worship music or listen to part of this book I've been listening to on Audible. It's called, I think it's like Hunt Gather Parenting. Anyways, I'm just excited to listen to my book or listen to worship music and have a gym to myself, so let's go.
We're in trances, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. You like the fast life, you like to drive and get down and dirty, act like the bad guy. You want some love, me like when you feel like calling at midnight. You got the best of me, you got me losing sleep. I've been the stars above to let us know how to go. We only got this life, no guarantees. The stars align. Follow your passion trail and try to keep an open mind. Hiding it by myself, no guarantees you'll find me. Said if it's faith you'll find me, leaving the past behind. We're in trances, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. I wonder, would you love me better if I go? I'm not home. I wanna know, can we trust the
Right, you
stars?
guys, it's a good bit later, so I went to the gym, got in a good session, listened to my book, like I told you guys I was excited about, and then I was texting my sister-in-law, and she was bringing the boys to the 9 o'clock service in case he was still in bed, because he had a little stomach virus like the past couple days. He's okay, but he like threw up like one time and had just like not been feeling the best since then, like 2 or 3 days after that. And she told me that she was bringing the boys to the 9, and we normally go to the 11, but I was like, oh well, I'm like done with my workout, I'll just rush back and get ready. So we went to the 9 a.m. service at church, and I went home, changed, and then grabbed Casey and we went to church. And we stopped at Sago, one like the coffee shop we always go to before church. I got a matcha and got Sydney a black coffee, and Casey got a tea. And we went to church and we came back, and I just been snacking. I had a cup of bone broth and some chippy like snacks and stuff. And I'm about to clean up the house a little bit, and I think unbox a couple things in the nursery. Whenever I unbox things in the nursery, I like to film like unboxing TikToks, like nesting content, if you will. So I'm not sure if my phone has enough storage. So honestly, that will determine whether or not we unbox those things. I really just want to rip everything open and like do it all, but I really want to film it all so I have like memories and like content of making the space cute. So anyways, for now, let's clean up a little bit and maybe open some things for the nursery. Of course, we gotta have a fun little drink though. So I'm gonna open up this Poppy Cherry Limeade. Ooh, yes. Cheers. Okay guys, we're all done cleaning. I'm sipping on some more bone broth. Bone broth is like my go-to snack that has protein in it. if I'm like not really hungry, but I know I need to have some more protein. So sipping on some hot bone broth. We're about to go to Casey's sister's house, our sister Sydney, hang out with the boys and have dinner there and just hang out with his mom's in town. So yeah, I'm not gonna bring the camera. I'll get some phone clips for kind of like the outro to this part of the vlog, but then the next little part will be just a simple Q&A from some questions people were asking in the question box on Instagram. I was like, ask me anything, we haven't done this in a while. And I only had time to get to like half of them on Instagram, so I was like, it would be fun to sit down and chat through some of these at the tail end of like a weekend in my life vlog on YouTube to make it a little longer. So I'm gonna do that. Tomorrow's Monday, so I'll do that and then edit that up to go at the end of this video real quick. But thank you guys for watching this part of the video, and I hope that you enjoyed it and maybe gave you some baby shower inspo or something. It was such a good, solid weekend. I'm so excited for this video. So as you can tell from the title, this is going to be a little camping vlog. It'll probably be really short because we're literally only going for one night, but we are going to camp at one of the Florida springs called Jenny. And it is winter time, but we're still gonna do a polar plunge. You already know. We're also bringing our tent sauna. It's in the back, so is our mattress. We're camping in the van. We're going with two of our friends. One of them has a tent and one also has a van. So we figured Jenny would not be very crowded this time of year, and we really wanted to go to the springs. I really want to document the bump under the water because it's really clear. The springs are supposed to have really clear water unless something's like going on, like flooding or something. So I'm hoping the water's clear. I brought my scuba goggles. Someone's bringing me a wetsuit. Casey brought his wetsuit. And yeah, we're just really excited to just have a chill little 24-hour time away from life, work, just whatever.
The hustle and bustle of Jack's Beach.
Going to literally 2 hours away. Nothing crazy. But we're stopping at a couple places. We had to grab like some eggs and orange juice and a couple things that we were supposed to bring because we're all kind of divvying up the groceries. We don't need a lot because we're literally staying one night. But we're literally making hot dogs and beef over the fire tonight. Maybe some tea. I brought sleepy time tea and honey so we could have some tea. And we're stopping to get a couple things now for breakfast and then like waters and stuff because I don't think we'll have filtered water at the campsite. So anyways, I'm so excited. You guys know if you've been here a while that I feel like I like come alive camping in mountains and like just outdoor stuff, which it's been so cold. We really haven't done a lot. So I'm excited. I also feel like this like group of friends, it's two other married couples that one of them like we've been close to for a while, and then one we're really just getting to know. I don't think we haven't met her husband yet, so I'm just like really excited because they're very down to earth people and just excited to talk about life over the fire and just have some good chats. They're also Christians, so just be able to, you know, like talk about what God's doing in our lives and just have a good intimate friends hang. I'm so excited. And I actually feel pretty good this week with pregnancy stuff, so I hope that we sleep good in the van tonight. Hopefully. I brought all my things that make me sleep good in pregnancy, so hopefully we do. But let's go camping. I am literally so excited.
Close your eyes, get some rest. I'm by your side. Lay your head on my chest. I know you've had a really bad day.
Jeremiah just looks so funny to me. I don't know why.
But I'm right here, it's gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay.
Okay guys, we have just been doing a little bit of sauna cold plunge. I obviously only don't do the sauna like super intense because I'm pregnant, but we do it a little bit, and then we've been plunging in the springs. They're literally so beautiful. I don't have a waterproof camera, but I'm gonna try, and this is my old camera that like glitches and is broken, and I haven't used it in months. So I've been putting it in a Ziploc bag to get any clips that we've gotten, and I'm gonna try tomorrow to get some fun pics and stuff, so I'm excited. But the springs are literally beautiful, and they're cold, but like definitely not too cold to swim in. Like I didn't even wear a wetsuit. All of them wore wetsuits because I knew I wasn't gonna like dive deep. But we have a little fire going, and we're cooking some meat over the fire for dinner, and then just gonna hang out, maybe make some tea, have a cozy little night. So we'll bring you guys along and see you tomorrow for plunging in the springs with the sun. I'm really excited.
The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay.
Open it up.
The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue
You guys, it is next day. We are by the fire right now, just having a cozy morning and some coffee. The boys are about to start diving. I'm gonna wait to swim until it's a lot warmer. It's supposed to get up to like 80 today, which is so warm for January. So we are just kind of having a cozy time until it gets a little bit warmer, but then we're gonna swim some more, maybe get some pictures and stuff, and kind of just explore the campsite a little, and then we'll head out for the day. Hello guys, and welcome to the mini Q&A portion of this video. I'm excited for this part of the video. So on Instagram I just did, it's not gonna focus, but this little whatever asked me a question box like a couple, maybe 2 weeks ago, a week ago, January 17th. It's February 2nd now. So anyways, basically I said I would finish the questions on a YouTube video, and I didn't want to do like a full sit down Q&A video because I feel like I would want to do something like that, like updated life Q&A. Once baby boy's here and life is completely different. But for right now, obviously life is different because I'm pregnant. We're preparing for him, preparing our hearts, minds, and home. But also like our lives are remotely still the same other than me being pregnant. So anyways, let's jump into some of these questions. I hope you guys just enjoyed this video so far. I had so much fun making this video. It was like such a random video of like baby shower and camping, but also such a good week in our lives, and I felt so grateful to have gotten to live it, film it, and share it with you guys. So let's jump into some of these. Someone said tips for an easy pregnancy. I'm 5 weeks along. So I would say like everyone's pregnancy is so different, and I've not had an easy pregnancy at all. but compared to some people, my pregnancy has been super easy, and compared to a lot of other people, my pregnancy has been insanely difficult. So it's kind of just dependent on luck of the draw. Like, there are definitely things you can do, and I've done like everything I can preparing for pregnancy, once I was pregnant, now that I am 35 weeks pregnant, all the things. Like, you can eat healthy, stay active, you can see a pelvic floor therapist. I started seeing the chiropractor at about 26 weeks, and I think that is one of my biggest advice pieces for anyone who's pregnant, especially if you're having a lot of pelvic pain. As you guys know from previous videos, if you've been watching, I have pretty severe SPD, symphysis pubic dysfunction, where basically relaxin has made my pubic bones in the front of my pelvis like shift, and it has caused a significant amount of pain. I've had to severely like alter what I do. I'm in a lot of pain when I sleep and other things. The chiropractor helped a little bit with that, but at this point in pregnancy, I'm also just far enough along where it's really painful most of the time. But I think chiro would be one of my top advices, or one of my top things I would advise. And then I also would suggest a methylated prenatal, so methylfolate. I would not suggest taking folic acid. Doctors will tell you to take folic acid, but a lot of Americans and people in general honestly have like an intolerance, like don't do well with folic acid because it's the synthetic form of like the baby making vitamin folate. Folate is a naturally occurring baby making vitamin B, basically, that's in like our food, like leafy greens and meat and stuff. But methylated folate is the like already metabolized form of it, and for people who have certain gene mutations and stuff, if you're taking that form, it can help a lot with nausea, it can help baby grow, it can help decrease risk of decrease risk of miscarriage, and tons of other things. So I think those would be my top 2 recs, as well as staying as active as you can. Everyone's pregnancy is different, but just being able to stay like flexible, keeping your deep core and pelvic floor engaged will honestly help you so much in that final trimester to still be able to feel good and keep moving. Someone said skincare faves. So if you guys have followed me for a while, I used Frey. It's always linked in the descriptions of my video, F-R-E. Frey skincare, I used that over the summer, and then moving into the fall, I loved Frey in the summer. It was such a good, like, they make their makeup, or their like, it was more like glow drops, kind of like CC cream, BB cream, not like makeup per se. It had a little SPF in it, like natural SPF. But essentially, I loved their makeup in the summer. It was like sweat proof. It helped my face not break out. I didn't have like breakouts in pregnancy other than like all these busted blood vessels from throwing up. If you've seen pictures and stuff, like that's not acne, that's like from puking. So it had nothing to do with my skincare. But I loved Frey in the summer, and then moving into the fall, I think just in general, like my pregnancy makes your skin so dry, and also winter time does because it's cold, you have the heat on, all the things. So I switched to Typology Paris. I recently switched, like it's February now, I switched like mid-December to Typology, and I love their products. My face has been so much more like moist. Their moisturizer is amazing. I feel like looking for a good lip product because like no chapstick, coconut oil, nothing keeps my lips from being chapped in pregnancy. It's just like they're so chapped all the time because I don't know, it just dries your skin out. So I'm using Typology Paris right now. I'll actually add that to my updated like description box that I link like everything in every single time. So that you guys can shop that as well. But I still definitely recommend Frey. I am just not currently using it. I'm using Typology Paris, and I don't have a code for Typology. I do for Frey. That's in the description, but I do have a link for Typology where at least for I think the next month you get a free makeup remover, and I love their makeup remover. So I'll have those linked in the description. Those are my top recommendations. Then someone said, how did you get through the first year of trying to conceive? So this question's like interesting because I feel like I didn't start sharing our trying to conceive journey at all. Like everything was like not secret, but it was just like not something I was like, I need to scream about this on the internet or anything until after our miscarriage, our first miscarriage. And so it's interesting because for me, my trying to conceive journey got like insanely more difficult. Like it felt like it added like 2 years to my timeline when we had our miscarriage. Like I don't know how to describe that, and that's not trying to belittle anyone who's been trying for way longer than a year. Like I'm not saying I know what you feel like or anything. We tried for 20 months before this pregnancy that was healthy, including the timeline of like our 2 miscarriages. But the first year, like I remember the first month or two, I would like cry when I got negatives or when my period started. And then for some reason, I think life just got really busy that spring. I was like planning a retreat and speaking at a bunch of events, and I just had a ton of work stuff going on, and it was like a good distraction. Like I was just like, you know what, like this can happen when God wants it to. It still made me sad. It was still like hard, like when people around me were pregnant, and it was like all people talked about and stuff. Because I just had a lot of family who was pregnant, but it was just like, you know what, like I want them to be pregnant. I want to meet their babies. Like this is a great time of life. I am getting to do all of these things that I wouldn't get to do if I had a baby. And like I'm seeing how hard pregnancy is, and all these people are going before me and learning who will be able to pour into me and everything. So anyways, I just tried to have like a good attitude. And then moving into like month 5 or 6, 7, 8, that kind of timeline, like middle of the year, is when it started to get a little bit harder again. I was like, we were living with family who had just had a baby, and we're like so close to them. We're like our best friends, but it was just like a hard time sometimes I felt like babies and pregnancy was like so talked about, which is like great because that's what a lot of our family and friends were in life seasons of, but it was kind of hard sometimes when it felt like this is something I don't get to have right now. I never thought like I won't get to be a mom. I just thought like this, I don't get it right now and I want it right now. So like it's kind of hard sometimes when you're in the right now with people who have it. I don't know, they just don't understand until they understand, you know, until they've like walked closely with someone through it, that it's hard and whatever. And so anyways, I struggled some. I started listening to a podcast by Dawn Wilkerson. I'll actually link that in the description as well. It's linked on like my fertility highlights on Instagram and stuff, but it's called This Must Be the Place. Dawn Wilkerson, The Grove at Passion City Church, The Grove. It's on Spotify if you want to look it up. This Must Be the Place. But I listen to that pretty much every single week, which might sound psycho to some people, but I just like needed it. It was such a good podcast on celebrating other people, not even just for fertility. Dawn Wilkerson's stories on fertility, but for like anything, just like learning how to celebrate people and knowing that that is a call that we are called to as believers. Like celebration is something we're called to do. And so anyways, I won't go into that podcast too much. Go listen to it if you want to. I still love that podcast for other things, when you're in a wedding season for marriage or just any other things you're comparing yourself or struggling with. It's just such a good podcast to like have faith and put on the character of Christ in a waiting season. So, oh wait, that's not the full question answer, sorry. I feel like I blabber so much. This is why I don't need to do Q&As. But essentially, I listened to that so much, and then right around November, December, so wrapping up a year of trying to conceive, I remember it got really, really, really hard. Like, it was still, like, I was having joy and, like, doing things in life and not, like, making it the bane of my existence. I wasn't crying, like, every day, but I would definitely cry more. I remember 1 or 2 nights, I was up almost all night, like, crying, doing, like, fertility research and stuff, and that was really the only point it got to, like, where it was like that hard. And once again, that was only like 1 night a month or something like that. Where, I mean, it was like hard, and I would like talk to my mom about things. My mom walked through 2.5, 3 years of infertility before she had 5 of us with no issues. So I think just like knowing that she kind of knew, like, you know, she knew how I felt, like, was helpful, and she talked me through like some of my more bitter emotions and helped me have like a better perspective from what she learned. So that was really good. But that's kind of how the first year went. And then into the miscarriages, like that would have to be like a totally separate question, because I can't even describe the difference of trying to conceive after a miscarriage, trying to conceive during miscarriages. Like, it's just such a different process. Like, I think both could be tied to like grief. Like, I know a lot of people who are in the thick of trying to conceive who describe that as grief, but it did not feel like grief to me. Maybe right at that end of the year mark, but not like the grief of my miscarriages, if that makes sense. They're just two completely different things. And so I feel like sometimes people loop me in with this like trying to conceive like topic or fertility or whatever, which I would say like I want to be a part of and encourage people in, but also like I do feel like I have a lot more of a voice to speak into people struggling through a miscarriage than trying to conceive, even though we did try for a whole year before we had our first loss, and then it was 7 months before we were pregnant. So it was still a long time of waiting. It just kind of felt longer because of the grief and the sorrow of the miscarriages being so intense, if that makes sense. So I feel like I would do a better job encouraging someone with miscarriage advice and like just how to get through that emotionally, spiritually, everything, than trying to conceive advice, because I felt like my desperation and just like total, oh my gosh, hit when I was in the miscarriages. if that makes sense. But my advice would be listen to that podcast on Don Tree Wilkerson and just trying to have a good attitude of celebrating others. It's like a one day at a time process, but you just have to not allow the bitter thoughts to take root towards people, because the enemy is really good at getting in your head, getting in your heart, and making you bitter against other people that the Lord has blessed with a baby. And a baby is always a blessing, no matter whether it was planned or not, or in the timeline that you thought or whatever. So I think just knowing that like the baby, like there's nothing you should be bitter about. Like sometimes, yes, people could do a better job of being positive about pregnancy, or like listening to you and being there for you and being sensitive what they say around you, but also like they might not know. So just like giving people the benefit of the doubt and knowing they don't understand, but also maybe giving them the grace and vulnerability to be able to tell them. Like I would tell family members like, hey, it's really hard for me like during the year of trying for you to talk about wanting to get pregnant again when you just got to have a baby, because like I still haven't, and it's like been a while of trying and I really, really want one. So like when you're around me, maybe just like you can talk about being pregnant again someday, but not like every time we're together. Like, you know, just like having those conversations where it's like, it's not an unrealistic ask. It's not like you can't talk about this, you can't complain about how our motherhood is ever, like, or anything like that. It's just kind of having grace, but also having vulnerability for the people around you. I think that that helps a lot. And then someone asked, what are the two names of your heavenly babies, so our miscarriage babies? And the first one I shared on Instagram. I don't know if I'll ever share the second, but the first one, we didn't know it was a girl. I just really feel like the first was a girl. Casey had some dreams and just different stuff that I won't go into. We just like really felt like it was a girl. And then the second one, I kind of felt like it was a boy, but who knows? The first one I did share on Instagram, and that name was Aster. The reason I chose that was because Aster is like the September birth flower, and the baby was probably going to be born in September. The due date was like around September 12th-ish. And I saw another content creator get like a necklace with like the birth flower, like the birth month flower of her lost baby. She had miscarried like the February the year before we did, so it was like almost the same timeline and everything. So I remember seeing that and like thinking it was cool, and then I like looked up Aster and the meaning of Aster and all the things, and I just like liked it. It was Aster Glory Schultes was like the full name, but I really liked that name, and I don't know if we would have named he, she that if we had gone full term or not, obviously, because I don't think I would have thought as much about like the significance of the month of September and just like the meanings and different things. But I loved it because of like what we walked through and just like the way the Lord walked me through it. I really liked the name. So that was our first lost baby's name, and like I said, I just don't for some reason want to share the second. Don't really know why, but it's just something I feel like is personal. And then someone asked, what's my actual due date with this baby? We know his name now, which is so crazy. I'm so excited. I've said that on other vlogs, so you guys are probably like, quit saying it's crazy that you know your baby's name. But my due date is March 8th. I feel like he's gonna come a couple days early, but I'm also like very mentally prepared that he could come super late because it's my first baby, so we'll see. What stroller or travel system did you get? So when the person asked this question a couple weeks ago, I didn't have one yet. We actually just got in like the Bob Gear running stroller and car seat that like goes in that. So that's the one that we got. It's one of their running strollers. Bob is like one of the top running stroller brands, and I know I want to run after baby boy's here and a heel and everything, so I'm so excited to use that. It's definitely like a bigger stroller, so we might get like a cheapy Amazon one for traveling, like just to be able to like throw in our bags or whatever, but we'll see. I don't know how much we're gonna travel with him at first anyways. So someone asked, how do you do your bookkeeping as a content creator and writer? I'll just say this is quite chaotic. Thankfully, I have a husband who owns a small business, so they have like all the tax people and all the things that I don't know about. So usually their tax people like we hire them to handle my taxes and different things too. And I actually signed with management last year, which has helped a lot, just to keep like all my contracts and documents and tax things and income and whatever in one place, because I feel like in the past 1.5 to 2 years, it's the first time I really started taking content creation super seriously and making it like my real source of income, if that makes sense. So it's definitely shifted in the past 1.5 years, but I don't know how to answer that question exactly, other than management has helped me. Like my management takes care of a lot of it now, and I just get like one big tax doc at the end of the year. And then He Would Love First / my husband's company's tax people have also helped to keep things organized in past years. Someone asked if I was using a midwife or an OB, and I definitely have an OB. I am going to the OBGYN in our area. The hospital that I'm giving birth at is like literally so close to our house, like minutes away. So I'm so excited about that. I can labor at home for so long, take baths, eat as long as I want, and then just go straight to the hospital, and everything can be totally safe because we don't have to drive like an hour, which is going to be amazing. But yeah, no midwife or doula or anything. I am doing Ellen Fisher's pain-free like labor birth course, even though I'm not completely sure if I'm going to go without an epidural yet. That's like the plan, but I'm just like very open to whatever like my body needs and whatever God wants to do. So I'm mentally preparing for like a natural birth, but I don't have a midwife or doula or anything. It's just me, my mom, and Casey, and then the doctors and nurses in the room. This person said, just moved to Jack's Beach. Do you have any coffee shop recommendations? Yes, I do. Also, welcome to Jack's Beach. We should get coffee or go to Sunrise or something fun. But I love Bold Bean. We live really close to Bold Bean. Their coffee is amazing. I will say the vibes at Bold Bean, their branding could be better. Like you see the outside of the building and it's like, ooh, like it's just not cute. The inside's pretty cute and the coffee is amazing. So love Bold Bean for being close to our house. I think two of the like coolest coffee shops that you could go to with really good specialty coffee as well is McAnoo. It's actually a chocolate shop, and a lot of people don't know it's like a really cool coffee shop too. It's just half chocolate shop, half coffee shop. So I feel like a lot of people like miss that one until like they've been in Jack's a while and they realize it's a coffee shop. But it's so freaking cute, and their lattes, their homemade syrups are amazing. Like one of my favorites in Jack's. And then Show Pigeon Coffee is in a hotel called Hotel Palms. Show Pigeon Coffee is like an espresso only like specialty coffee bar. So you might be a little weirded out by whatever the drink you get is. You kind of just have to order a couple things or ask questions until you know what like your drink there is, because they're either like really small or just like not what you expected. Like, because their specialty really cool, like almost like cocktail version of lattes and espresso drinks, but it's really good, and they have good food as well. Someone said, I'm a month behind you. Are you going to film a birth vlog? And absolutely. We will be filming a birth vlog. My mom, I'm going to like kind of like make sure she knows how to work my camera, switch out batteries, that kind of thing. But it's definitely not going to be like the first thing on my mind. Like, I've been so excited to have these memories of like birth and like meeting our baby for so long, but I still like want the memories to be in real life more so than on camera, you know? Like, I want to capture things for me in case you look back on and to share with you guys and stuff. But I think that moment is obviously so important to be there in person as well. So obviously I'm going to be laboring and not worrying about it. So I'm hoping like my mom can kind of like get some clips and stuff. We'll definitely be vlogging, and I'll have the camera until it gets like super intense during labor. But once it's like I'm pushing and things like that, obviously I will not be touching the camera for sure. So we'll be doing the best we can to get like all the birth vlog clips, but we'll just have to see how that goes. Someone asked this, and this is the last question I'm going to do because my camera is about to die, and I feel like this is already going to be pretty long at the end of this video. But someone said, I'm due in May, searching for all things non-toxic because a crunchy mom here. Crunchy just means like holistic, healthy. Will you share your registry? And I shared about this on Instagram. I will be sharing like a mock registry with you guys on here, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere, of like everything that I would put on my registry. We got gifted a lot of things, thankfully, because I do content creation for a living, and just from family and friends, and like my registry that I did make, like we got gifted a lot of things. But I didn't want to share my personal registry because I didn't want people on the internet to like buy me things. Like, that would be so sweet. And sometimes people do that who are like content creators, but I just like felt weird about posting things where someone could buy me stuff that didn't know me. So I was just like, I'm gonna wait till I get everything I need and like remake a mock registry to share with you guys, a like list of why I would get certain things and whatever. So I'll definitely be sharing that soon, and thank you guys for watching. Comment down below if you liked kind of this little Q&A at the end of the video, if you want more stuff like this, and hope you guys have a great week, and we'll see you next week.